Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time I'm going to talk about 2024 NBA playoff day 13, where tonight we just had two games where we had another two series defined. Where in the first game the Indiana Pacers defeated 120 to 98 to the Milwaukee Bucks, and with this victory the Indiana Pacers won the series for 2 and they qualified to the second round. Where in the second round they will face the New York Knicks. And in the second game that finished a few minutes ago, the New York Knicks defeated 118 to 115 the Philadelphia 76ers, and with this score the Knicks won the series for 2 and qualified to the second round. And to be in my opinion, this was the best series in the first round, because it was a tremendous series and all the games were defined with less than 3 points difference between each team. So let's talk about a little more about each game. In the first game, the Pacers 120, the Milwaukee Bucks 98. To be honest, talking about this area, I am a lot of disappointed about Milwaukee Bucks, because I thought they were gonna to minimum to 5 more. I predicted that the Pacers were gonna to win this series, because the Milwaukee Bucks didn't play a very great basketball, especially since the beginning of this year, where they fired his head coach Griffin and they broke the Doc Rivers. In my opinion, he's a very bad coach, but he has a lot of the relationship in the NBA. That's for that reason he got the job. And also the Damian Lillard never feel a very great in this in the Milwaukee Bucks system. And in my opinion, he's not a very great player in the playoffs mode, because he's a very great player in the season in the regular season. But when there is the clutch time or the playoff games, he's not a very great performances, and he's not the best option for this team. And I told you and I wrote about this when the season started and during the season. And also they had the bad look that Giannis Antetokounmpo didn't play in this series, for back-to-back season. They were eliminated in the first round, and this is a failure for them, because it's a failure, because it's supposed, in my opinion, that Milwaukee Bucks minimum need to reach each season for the Eastern Conference final, because in this moment the Eastern Conference is a very bad conference with a very bad teams. Only the Boston are the team to beat, but for the kind of talents that they have, like the Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard, the head coach that they have a Doc Rivers, that the most probably is he's going to be fired. The Milwaukee Bucks minimum should have qualified to the second round. So about this game, the Milwaukee Bucks started better the game, because I remember that Damian Lillard played this game, but Giannis couldn't, and Giannis didn't play in all the series. The Milwaukee Bucks started better, because he started winning the game 10-3, but after that the Indiana Pacers recovered. They are huge in basketball level. They took advantage, and they held all the game, and they won the game. The Indiana Pacers started very bad the game, where they started losing 3-10, but after that they play better. They outplay and outscore the Milwaukee Bucks, and they won the first quarter 23-24. In the second quarter, the game was closer, because in this time again the Indiana Pacers won this quarter by 3-point difference, 26-23. But the quarter was very close, but they couldn't increase the lead by 3-point difference. And in the halftime, the Indiana Pacers were leading 59 to 47 by 12-point difference. In the third quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks started better, because they reduced the gap to a less than 10-point difference. Less than 2-digit the difference. And later the Indiana Pacers improved basketball level, but were this quarter was very close, but in the end, the Indiana Pacers closed better the quarter, where they won again this quarter by 3 point difference, the same as the second half, and they increased the leading by 18 point difference. And in that part, in the end of the third quarter, the game was over because the Milwaukee Bucks the Indiana Pacers were leading 93 to 78 by 50 point difference, and the game was over. In my opinion, in the first quarter, in the first minutes of the last quarter, in the four minutes of the no, sorry. And the game, in my opinion, this was over in the end of the third quarter, because the Pacers had a leading of 50 point difference. But in the first 4 minutes of the last quarter is when the Pacers increased the leading to a more than 20 point difference, and that was then. And in the end, the Indiana Pacers won the game 120-98 and advanced to the second round. And in the last game that had finished a few minutes ago, the Philadelphia 76ers lost 152-118 the New York Knicks, and with this victory, the New York Knicks qualified to the second round. About this game, the first half, it was a very wild and very wild, because in the first quarter, the New York Knicks won the quarter by 14 point difference, 36-22, and in that moment I thought that the Knicks are gonna to win this game easily. I thought that they were gonna to define this game in the halftime, because, to be honest, they play a very good basketball in the first quarter, especially in the first quarter, where they were leading by 40 point difference. But in the second quarter, the history was the contrary, because in the second quarter, the 76ers played better than the Knicks, where they won this quarter by 32-15. They reduced the gap, and they took the lead of the game. And in the halftime, the 76ers were leading 54 to 51. In the third quarter, the 76ers started better the quarter, because they increased the lead to a more than 10 point difference. And in that moment, I thought that the 76ers were going to win this game, to be honest. But in the last 5 to 4 minutes of the third quarter, the Knicks improved his basketball level, where they closed better the quarter, where they won this quarter now by 3 point difference, 32-23 to 29. And they reduced the gap to 1 point difference, and the 76ers were just leading 83-82. And the fourth quarter was a tremendous quarter, because always the difference in the first 6 minutes of the game, the difference was between 1 to 3 point difference, where where there was 2 minutes left to end the game, the Knicks took a lead of 7 point difference. And in that moment, to be honest, I thought that the game was over. But the last 2 minutes of the game were tremendous. It was a tremendous basketball level. But in the end, the New York Knicks could get the victory. They won the game 118-115, and they qualified to the second round. Now in the second round, the Pacers and the Knicks will play, and I think that this series will start the next Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. And how I told you, in my opinion, this was the best series in the first round, because all the games were very close. All the difference was less than 3 point difference, and this was amazing basketball. So what's next? Tomorrow we'll have just for 2 games, the 2 left series in the first round. When in the first game, the Orlando Magic will receive the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Orlando at 19 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that the Cleveland Cavaliers lead the series 3-2, and remember that each team that has played as a home team has won each game. Remember that in the first 4 games of this series, all the series have been defined for more than 20 point difference, and the only close game was the game 5. So about this game, I think that this will be like the game 5, where will be a very close game. But I think that because the Magic will play in home, they will win this game. This will be his advantage. They will win the game by 5 to 10 point difference, and they will tie the series, and the Magic will force a game 7. And in the second game, the Dallas Mavericks will receive the Los Angeles Clippers, and Dallas and 21:30 Eastern time. Remember that the Dallas Mavericks are leading the series 3-2, and I think that the Dallas Mavericks are playing better than the Clippers. Remember that the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is injured, and it looks like that he won't play again tomorrow in the game six, and Kawhi Leonard has just played 2 games in this series. And I think that the Dallas Mavericks have better players, especially Luka Doncic and Kyle Irving. So I think that because they have better players, better team, and because they will play in home, I think that the Dallas Mavericks will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference. They will win this series 4-2, and they will qualify to the second round where they will face the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I think that the only series that will be still alive in this first round will be the Orlando Magic and again the Cleveland Cavaliers. So remember that in 2 days, the next Saturday, we'll start the second round, the conference finals. So I think that I'm gonna to give my prediction tomorrow about what is gonna to happen. But let's see. So in this video, what's my opinion was what happened tonight, where the Pacers and the Knicks won each of their series and they qualified to the second round, and the games that will have tomorrow, the only 2 series left in this first round. This is all for tonight. See you next video. Gibran.